fake energy drink products.
Ooh.
And so we don't actually have to make the product. All we have to do is make the label. And so that's our NFT that
The label
we're
is the
selling,
NFT?
or our meme coin or whatever. But
How many? I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Obviously, it's the best idea that this entire show has ever come up with. So we're just going to get that out of the way. You're obviously right. But hypothetically, let's say we wanted to make, I want to say money, but that's probably not the right thing. How
we
would
wanted to
we?
experience growth in the
Yeah.
American sense.
I could experience some growth in an American sense. Listen, we did say it was
Baby,
going to be a
can
dirty
I
show.
enhance growth? Let me tell you.
Listen, this is a great marketing pitch for our NFT energy drink cover.
Growth like you've
Enhances
never
growth.
seen.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything specifically. Growth could be anything.
Right.
Could be growth in the plants
Right.
in front of you.
But you put a bunch of bulls on the label, or
Not even bulls, just the
like
horns.
mountain goats, like the big burly like
Famously.
rams.
Oh, okay. My brain went to like
Oh,
literal
not mountain
goats.
goats like John Darnielle, the actual kind.
So like rams and like large
Yes.
bighorn sheep of various type.
Yes,
Do we
the
have to have
kind.
like the whole animal? Can we just have the horn part? Like we're horny.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fitting, right?
But put a rhino on there? Fuck yeah.
Have it like vaguely sexually
But
innuendo-ish.
just like super zoomed in on just the end of its snoot.
We've got a product for you, America.
Fuck yeah.
It's every energy drink. All we do is we buy every energy drink on the market. We mix it in a big vat and we repackage it.
And we ladle it out.
As the hardest, corest energy drink that you could ever get your hands on. You know what?
Oh yeah, because we have to, and whatever the first round is, then we put out a second round and we call it the same name but extreme, but like starting with a big X.
It's the same thing. We just add like a scoop of pre-workout to the giant vat
Or
of energy drink.
or you don't actually have to do
Change
anything
anything.
different. You're just changing the name, but people will think that it's bigger and badder and they need this one more.
Oh God, you're so good at this. Have you considered using your powers for evil instead of good, June?
Absolutely. That was actually the plan when I was younger, and then at a certain point, I'm like, but wait,
Good.
I, I don't, I don't just want to fuck people over. Like,
Oh, that was your first
oh
mistake.
no,
That was
like
clearly your first mistake.
I do not know how it happened because my upbringing and education were designed to keep that shit out. But somehow in my formative years, I gained a fucking conscience.
Oh man.
Like I am the family disappointment for that reason.
Well, you know what? The joke's on you. It was always going to be you. It's just they were going to find a reason. That's not the worst reason you could have had.
Well, I mean, just I was going to be the superstar. I was going to be the one that was going to go places.
Yeah,
You see.
You went someplace.
Yeah.
To the Sons of Trier.
Yeah, that and like doing like public service, like social health kind of shit. Yeah, I know.
Terrible. That's such
Hey,
a like.
Barmy.
What up?
MJP.
MJP.
Hello, guys.
I was just talking about how I'm a constant source of disappointment for my family for having grown a conscience in my early years, because I would be a fantastic evil capitalist mastermind
It's true.
as designed.
As designed. Now here's the real
But
question. Who wants to give the first props? I put it in the show notes today. We are congratulating Volkswagen for making it long enough to no longer be the main source of fascist automobiles. It took them a while. It took, you know what? Years. Decades.
Yeah, we're number 2.
But now they're number 2 and they get to say it proudly.
yeah, and it's all thanks to the delightful efforts for people to bring it back to America.
Oh yeah.
Bring those accolades back.
I
You want to be the top Nazi car maker? Made in the USA, buddy.
Can any of the people in this room better explain to me, because I have heard this a lot on the internet, but not in real life, that this was a Roman salute. And I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but I'm pretty sure the Roman salute and the Nazi salute were the same fucking salute.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Sir, that's not a Roman candle. That's a rocket launcher.
like, wasn't it a Roman salute that the Nazis were using?
Why, yes.
It's like,
yes, you're correct.
So again, and I'm.
Do you mean to tell me the Nazis would repurpose someone else's culture after appropriating it for their own uses?
And again,
like with certain symbols,
like
or
a swastika, or that's the one that comes to mind. Is like, yeah, you can totally
or like
put a
Viking,
swastika
or like Vikings, or
yeah, you can put a swastika up and be like, no, it's a Tibetan symbol of good luck, but there's some other connotations these days.
Hold on. Dinner's here, but I believe you have just pointed out, Jank, what people mean when they say a distinction without a difference.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now. I was right all along. I'm glad we got back to there. It's just like, what the fuck? I didn't really have that on my bingo card before getting out of the first month of the year. I'm not surprised for some reason, but also I didn't have it on there. I had it for like 3 months into the year. Did MJP, did you have it on your bingo card for week 1?
not week 1.
Not week 1. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. You were like,
I mean, we knew Elon was going to do a Nazi salute at some point, but 3 of them at the same time? Whoa, week 1.
Just wanted to make sure that no one missed this. Let me do it again and again.
Wait, 3? I thought it was just the 2.
He did it like 3 times.
Not that it matters.
Doesn't matter.
Any non-zero number is a problem.
Sure.
And how long till Trump drops the N-bomb live on TV?
Oh, it's...
Ooh.
Now,
see...
He's got a good background in TV, so he's good at this game, right? He likes TV.
He is.
Yeah.
He might not say it accidentally. You'd have to work for it. You think?
The other thing, though, I think about Trump, and maybe this is just me, but I would imagine, like in my head canon, he's one that would use like other weird kind of antiquated slurs more often, like jigaboo or porch monkey or things of that nature.
Or just the ubiquitous.
Yeah, he's the kind to bring Pickaninny back.
You know, those people.
Yeah, like the one like they come up with slurs that like you're not even really sure who they're referring to.
He's he's one of them spade workers. Like, where the fuck is that coming from? 1922?
The Steel Magnolia.
He's a steel magnolia.
I mean,
I don't know what that is, but it sounds
He's a
racist.
bleen.
am I offended?
What? A bleen.
Oh,
He's
Okay.
he's a rat patootie.
the old rapatootie.
He's a Sambuca-bation.
Oh, I knew it. Every time with the Sambuca-bation.
Just keeps happening. But yeah, like for some reason, and maybe this is just giving him too much credit. But for
Probably.
some reason, like in my head, yeah, like I feel like he's the kind of guy that would just use weird, weird slurs.
Yeah, but
Can
you know
I
what?
just real quick with the Elon thing? Because he acts like a kid who touched the stove and he's happy about it. He's just like, yeah, I touched the stove, it's safe. Even though you said it'd be hot.
Well,
I'm
but
gonna
isn't
touch the
that what
stove every
edgelords
single
do?
day.
Like,
Well,
isn't that what
Hmm?
15-year-old edgelords do?
yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what he is. So,
You
yeah.
very specifically like talking about the stove and how you can't bake 6 million cookies in the stove, and it's
Mhm.
weird. It's really weird, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Big thing about smokestacks. Not sure if it's just trains or what.
Yeah.
Big
And how
train guy.
we were really the best stove manufacturers.
His
Our
conductor's hat is a little bit too
efficiency
small.
ratings were unparalleled.
Very stylish fellow.
I wanted self-driving trains. Just wanted to get to self-driving trains here, man. What do you mean?
Oh, so do you think like in the new death camps, it's gonna be like the Boring Company, like Hyperloop thing in Las Vegas, except like
These motherfuckers
those
keep
vehicles will
Yeah,
just take
yeah. Dew powered Hyperloop.
but like
Hyperloop.
rather than having trains take you to a location to be gassed, why don't they just run through a tunnel that's filled with Zyklon B?
These motherfuckers keep reinventing fucking subways and pretending it's something new. It's really frustrating to
But
me.
it's not even as
trains.
good as a subway.
Yeah, it's like a worse subway
And cars.
and cars and trains.
And VR. And
That have to stop at intersections? Like what?
And apparently Nazis. I wish they would stop reinventing that one, but
Yeah,
fuckers.
well, we can dare to dream.
I have been thoroughly enjoying the TikTok scene that's been filled with the GI robot shooting Nazis. That's been great. That's been
oh
on my
yeah,
TikTok
that's a
for
good one.
completely unrelated reasons.
I've seen little videos of the robot. Like, what is that from?
It's like a DC spin-off show.
Monster Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos.
So it's
that's
a TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like on Netflix or something.
Okay. Because I didn't know, like, I saw like stills and clips and things, but it's like I didn't
Low
have
key,
the
the
frame of
show is pretty based. It's got the bad guy he's like nuclear and he uses it like such. He like melts. Have you ever seen the clip of the guy melting through the tank and like snatching the dude out of it?
Oh, no, I don't think.
It's pretty
I
dark.
While
don't
giving
watch
him
a
the
lot
middle
of
fingers,
videos.
he gives him the middle fingers while melting through the tank.
Oh, well, that's acceptable.
And like, well, I mean, he's melting into their faces, but
But still.
Also acceptable. I mean, we are
Mhm.
talking Nazis here, right?
Well,
hmm
yeah,
Well, maybe I don't know.
maybe. I think that's a subplot. I don't think that's the
They
main
were definitely
plot.
combatants. They were in a tank.
They were in a tank. They were.
They were ops.
Lord willing, they were just cops.
And once again, acceptable.
So Nazi
I did not see that.
did not see that Elon was going to
Mm-mm.
do that.
I mean, we should have
The
been
hardest
known, though.
Nazi salute I've ever seen in my life. Like he went like all in. Like
Yeah.
he was practicing all
And I was
day in
like,
the mirror.
oh, should I do it again?
I'm gonna lift my head at exactly this angle. I'm gonna turn just a little bit, get a little
face.
rotation in there.
The face.
Like,
It was the face for
strike a
me.
pose. Strike a pose.
It was the clearest example of someone turning up the dial on the racism meter and looking over their shoulder to see the approval rating.
He was goose step voguing.
Step voguing. Oh my god.
Gotta hit the steps. Turn and pose.
So I just figured out, because someone pointed it out online and I'm stealing from someone, this like goofy fucking jumping that he's been doing at all these rallies, he's trying to make an X with his body.
You didn't know that?
I didn't. It took me this long to realize that that was what this idiot was trying to do. I just thought he was fucking that one feels like the autism. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get my tism swings and then suddenly become a Nazi. That doesn't happen. I do weird physical.
But you might jump up and try to make an X.
Yeah, I could see that one. That's
Right.
That's in the realm of possibility for me.
But the other thing is, you don't try so hard to make people notice it, because when you do those things, it's for the joy of doing it, not for like
No,
recognition.
it's
Whoa,
because I have
whoa, whoa,
I have a
whoa,
compulsion.
whoa. Joy and Elon Musk in the same sentence? No
Well, that's what
way.
I'm saying. I'm not chalking it up to the tism. I'm chalking it up to him being a douche.
Sure, both can be true.
I find
Not the Nazi
all
side.
Why not both?
Not the Nazi
all
one. Though.
of the responses to anything when he is criticized being like, oh, he's autistic, like that tells me what you think about autistic people. Like, if you
They're
claim that
Nazis.
that behavior is because he's autistic, then that means that you think that autistic people are
All
like,
Nazis.
I think it's a misunderstanding of the defensive insanity. They're like, yeah, he's autistic, and like everybody else is just like, A, that's not an excuse. B, that's not what that is, and C, fuck you.
well, I mean, to me, it's more like the reactionary Uno reverse card, because in their
Yeah.
minds, people can get away with things for
they're woke
claiming that
enough.
they're part of a protected class, and so they're like
Gotta get those
switching it
woke
around.
points.
And I've
I
always
gotta
had a-
insert my woke tokens into the slot machine.
Yeah, you're both totally right
Right.
about that. And I have always had a long-standing policy that people can be more than one thing. You can be autistic and an asshole.
Ding, 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 ding. Jackpot. I just won the woke awards. Well, all the woke tokens are mine.
Absolutely. Like, one of the things that always like chaps my ass is when they drag out people with Down syndrome to illustrate like, oh, how like loving and wonderful retarded people are. And it's like, no, I have known a decent number of people with Down syndrome who were fucking assholes. Like,
Mhm.
disability doesn't give you like a blank check to be a dick.
We should make woke. We should make a cryptocurrency called woke coins.
Well, there is actually some sort of meme coin or NFT that I've gotten ads for on Twitter that's like ah,
Woke token.
no, it was literally
Awoken.
it literally had something to do with like with Down syndrome, and I can't remember
Yikes.
what the yeah, I know. I saw it and I was like, this is because I couldn't quite figure out if it was like trying to be inclusive or trying to be insulting because it was like, yeah, it
Guys,
did
no one bought my Pepe Coke token. We might have to remove little context there. No one's buying Pepe. No, we got there on Twitch. You gotta buy the dip.
Gotta buy the dip.
no,
Alright.
I'm gonna buy the chips. You guys can buy the dip.
Okay, fair enough. You got us there.
My salsa.
My queso.
Woke token.
Can we put those on our T? On our NFT?
Oh,
we're
I should
calling
make woke token and I should distribute it first only to black people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then
It's your
when
black card.
when the price goes to the moon, that's their reparations.
Yeah, and then that's when they come in. That's when they come in
Oh,
and
God.
kill a bunch of us and steal the tokens back.
Well, yeah,
Listen, you
but
can't
wasn't
give away
that
the
always
game.
going to be
The cops are
end
sitting in the
game?
corner the cops are sitting in the corner super confused because they can't beat the fuck out of the woke tokens.
Can we have a Chingalamigra token?
Yeah, sure, why not? We could have all of them.
Exactly. Yeah, and then like, and then like ICE will just use the list of customers like, who to round up and disappear. It's fine. I can't see any problems with that.
None at all.
Birth certificates. Yeah, I have 2 birth certificates and 2 passports.
Aw.
Only 2?
Yeah.
I'm
Only 2.
really upset with myself that I never went through with the project of like establishing like a good solid like fake identity with good credentials. Like back in the days when you could still do that shit.
Oh, no shit. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh man, you didn't go Jason Bourne?
No, you're totally right too, June. Because I was like, so it was the holidays. I was visiting the fam for the holidays, and on TV, it was some fucking old Western. I don't fucking remember. It was spaghetti Western, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, or something like that, right? So, oh, how the heck did I? So some spaghetti Western is on TV. I'm watching the spaghetti Western, and all I can think to myself is, as they join an army because they get caught up on their way to they're just like, yep, we're here to join the army, and they're like, here's some uniform, soldier, go stand
Yep.
in line, right? This is all that took. They're like, my name's John Smith and this is Bob Smith, and Bob's like, yeah, probably. And they're like, here you go, here's some
you go.
uniforms. I'm like, fuck, it was so much easier to pretend to be someone else and establish a fake identity once.
Like you didn't half the time you didn't even have to leave the state.
You didn't. What the fuck?
Just move to a different town. Like
That's
fuck
sufficient.
it.
Not even a far away town. Like down the road. Like more than 15
And
minutes
like
down the road and you're golden.
right. And like shit like getting divorced.
Fuck that. Just leave. Change your name.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Track you?
No, that's real talk. Like these dudes, these dudes like walking out of their families and they're like literally a state over.
We were born in the wrong generation. That's all I'm gonna say is I could have been in the middle of the old west, pretending to be 18 different people and marrying 6 women.
I don't think I would go back to.
Listen, there is no negative consequences to you going back there. Name one, and you can't say race or access to medicine or access to rights.
Tuberculosis.
Or tuberculosis or literally anything bad that can happen. You can't.
Well, I mean, like,
Literally anything. You can't say any. You can say anything but anything.
well, until fairly recently, I would be like, oh, you know, having clean drinking water, but like we don't have that anymore. We don't have all the things that quote
Your
unquote
results may
civilization has
vary.
brought us. So, you know, and
Clean drinking water TM.
Trademark.
right, and it's like, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, why would you want to go back to a time before they eradicated smallpox? Well, you know that shit's coming back. Like, nobody
Hey
gets.
guys, you know what's all the rage? Rickets.
Why would we want
get
anyone
your-
putting? Why would we want anyone putting useful vitamins in our milk? Fuck that.
Or removing bad pathogens.
A raw milk dogging it.
Well, I've said before, I've done it. I've done it.
Put
How
That
was it?
pathogens in your milk?
No, it was New Year's of 2017. Like 16 going into 17. And
I gotta say that's a stellar setup.
I did shots of raw milk at midnight. I said, here's to a year of living dangerously.
Ugh. Oh no. That's unsafe.
I didn't die.
You're not dead.
But I mean,
you got me.
but I
there.
mean, it was, you know,
cheers to a year of living dangerously. Makes perfect sense.
yeah.
It's the thing.
I mean, and it was January 2017. I mean, like looking
bet you
down the
won't fin-
pike, I was like, fuck it. Like,
how bad could diseases get?
well, more like more
Said the
like
bat in Wuhan.
things
I can't
things
believe
are
it's not
gonna-
bird flu.
things are gonna reach like extreme shit show level real quick here. Might as well start rolling the dice now. You know?
Free Russian nut roulette.
So
Right.
you want to know my secret frustration with the raw milk group? Is because they're fucking lunatics, it's really hard for me to get my hands on raw milk. Not to drink raw milk, which is foolish and you shouldn't do.
I make
But
cheese out of it.
no, I want to make clotted cream.
Mm.
Did you
Just
see? Did you see the? Did you see the person who was basically saying like, "Well, what if we just take the raw milk and heat it up a little bit, very slowly over a certain amount of time to get rid of the pathogens?
So like
It's still raw. It's still raw."
I intentionally want to cook the milk in a very specific way, but that person's an idiot. That's fucking hilarious. It's like the anti-vaxxers that go so far to the anti-vax side, they invent vaccines again. They're like, what if we
Yeah.
just give ourselves a
Well, what if we
weakened
make an
form of the
inactive
virus?
copy?
Okay, motherfucker.
What gets me about the raw milkers is that they do that thing that they always do with everything, and they pretend like it gives you superpowers.
Yeah.
It's like raw milk gives you superpowers, not coming gives you superpowers. Like, come on, bro. Like, not everything gives what? Where's your superpowers then? Where are they? You just look like milk yourself.
Yeah, like
That
like the
superpower.
COVID vaccine's going to give you 5G, and it's like, sweet. I've been paying for that. Like,
Obviously, you
Yes.
wouldn't understand MJP, but the superpower was to not get shot immediately by the police. That was what the
I thought the
superpower
superpower is
was all along.
just to turn lumpy like that dude from X-Men.
No. That's a side effect, not a not a direct effect.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of right wingers pictures like on
It's close.
the internet, and
It's a
I
really
think
You just
common
start
side effect.
I
melting.
think they think that look is a feature, not a bug.
Maybe.
I'm so super powered. I started melting.
The superpower is the police for some reason see you as non-threatening. That is the superpower. The trade-off isn't worth it, I promise.
Genetic immunity to the law.
Yeah. More like genetic resistance. It doesn't get
You
them all
don't-
the way,
you-
but it gets
You
them
don't get
pretty far.
immunity until your offshore accounts hit a certain amount.
Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
It's got less to do with the
Gotta
raw
at least be
milk.
100K, at least.
You go back to drinking pasteurized milk at that point because you actually want to live.
Well, it's really dependent on how much terror you do.
Or
The
if
more
you're-
supremacist, or the more power.
Now
you
wait a
have to
minute
drink
though.
more raw milk if you're more supremacist.
No, you only need raw milk if you aren't supremacist enough. You got to try to show up your bases.
Ah, gotcha.
It's like an alchemy thing.
Build up your natural reserves of
Mhm,
supremacy.
mhm. There's always like some weird equation they got to put in.
But what if
Yeah.
we like cook the milk for a little bit?
What
to
if
knock
we
out-
cook the milk?
Just to knock out the like toxic stuff.
What if we made inactive copies of this virus and distributed them to everyone so no one can get hurt?
What if?
That's I don't know. That idea is just like too far out there for me.
What if we actually made some rules that employers have to follow to prevent catastrophes? It'll totally against regulation.
Sounds like a scheme of big government.
Does.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like socialism.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed.
And
Sasquatch.
by association is bad.
Yeah, if you can connect it to the commies, obviously it's never a good idea.
Hey guys, what if everybody had a little bit of ownership in the place that they work in, so that no one can screw everyone else over?
So, okay, what you're saying in a sense is that we would all be small business owners.
Yeah, but like
the business
equally, like a
itself could
community.
be big, but if we each just owned a little part of it,
Yeah, as a community.
yeah, and then we would all be like self-employed.
Yeah.
And by employing ourselves, we are job creators.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm,
See, everyone's a job creator now.
mhm,
More
mhm,
jobs, more creators.
mhm.
I like it.
Yeah, that's sounding kind of good.
But you promised no
Well,
socialism and
it's
no
not the
communism,
direction the
right?
company's going in today.
You promised no socialism and no communism, right?
Oh no, totally not. Never, none.
Okay. As long as you promise those things and it's definitely true, then I'm okay with
But
it.
we will have to make some kind of prison.
Oh no.
Hold on, actually, I think I found a flaw in that whole thing of like everybody owning a piece.
What if I'm an asshole?
Well, how does a private equity firm extract all the money out of it and leave all the people dry?
Oh damn, you're right. Back to the drawing board.
Womp womp.
What if we had a special organization that took a little bit of money from everyone and could solve problems for us that are too big for any single individual?
sound right either. That's starting to sound suspiciously like communism again.
No, 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 no. You're allowed to do business. You're allowed to do your business.
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to exploit, and settle or colonize. But some of that money just goes back to like schools and stuff.
Schools?
Schools.
Now you're just crazy talking.
Can you give me cops instead? I'll take 500 cops in an army.
We don't want, our beloved natural resource children to
Go
end up in
unshot.
some sort of
To go
system
underexploited.
Go under.
yeah, or
Listen,
like where they
you know
might.
what? I take it back. I'm back in for schools. Where else will our children learn self-defense and gun safety courses?
You sold. We okay. We're 2 down.
I'm back in for the schools, but only as target practice.
That counts. You better duck, Timmy.
We're
Learning,
taking it
yeah, I was
as a
gonna say,
win.
learning how to duck and cover is now gun safety.
Yeah.
We are now implementing mandatory pumped up kicks.
Now remember, Timmy, the couches and the seats don't have enough backing and cushioning. So those are what's called visible cover, but not tactile cover. Bullets can still penetrate it, but you can't be seen through it. Now, a good solid doorway or a wall, tactile cover can stop a bullet, Timmy.
And always remember, if you can be at the bottom of a pile of your peers,
Yeah, you're less likely to get shot. You do need to try and make sure your peers are less heavy than you. So if you can eat
Bone
more
armor.
than them.
but it's good if they're denser than you.
Oh yeah, that
Slows the slugs down,
I have to consider.
If you're in a classroom with a bunch of waifs, you need extra.
Shout out to the Yakubian shooter. Burr, 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 burr.
Oh
What
shit.
the fuck?
We did it. We did it, guys. Never thought I'd see the day on that one.
Oh man. Oh man. We're super done for, guys.
Are we winning yet?
That manifesto was a mess.
Oh.
Now, see, I only just became aware of this situation today. Where is the manifesto? Because ain't nothing I love like a good manifesto.
just search for it on X. I mean Twitter.
Yeah, we
I
only
mean
dropped,
Nazi
what,
town.
though? I mean, there's lots
Nazi
of
app.
we only
manifestos.
dropped
Just
dead
scroll through
names here
Nazi
for
app.
Twitter because until Elon Musk recognizes the correct name of their child, I feel like we should just keep dead naming his platform too.
Just
Yeah.
search Liebens apps.
So, I mean, because it's like if I type in manifesto school shooter, like I'm gonna have too many hits.
Tennessee manifesto.
There's gonna be
Tennessee shooter.
unfortunately far too many to sort through. It's
For most
weird that
recent.
there's 15, but here we are.
You can do a classic Google search. That'll work too.
Well, that's what I'm doing now. Blah blah blah.
Oh
broad
wait, you weren't
acceleration.
joking? There was a Yakubian shooter in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Who had
You
that
didn't
on-
see the thing?
You had this on the bingo card?
No. This went through me for a loop. I was like, I know this motherfucker's white. I just know it. And he shows up. He's black on me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, he's self-identified as a mental cell, someone who identifies as an involuntary celibate incel on the basis of an intellectual or learning disability. And apparently he frequented incel forums where users of color are told that they're incels because they're not white. That's their disability.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the start, my dude.
I'm sorry.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm sorry,
Keep going.
MJP. Should we be accounting for your disability?
I'm
Do we
not
need to-
disability. You're the disability. You're the one with the disability,
That sounds
bitch.
woke. That sounds woke. We're not
I'm
accounting.
fucking perfect.
what the fuck? The fuck is this nonsense?
Gub gub gub.
That sound like bitch talk to me.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this kid?
Yeah, it gets
Dude,
worse.
it's
It
the
just gets
mental
worse and
cell.
worse.
Uh,
4chan was so confused trying to decide if it's based or not. Their equations were shorting out.
okay, is he the one that they're calling the Covenant school shooter, or is this a different? No, that's
Oh,
Tim.
I don't know.
No.
I came in before they
Same
gave him a
town,
name.
Same town. That's 2 years ago somehow. This keeps happening for some reason. It's happened so
And that's
much
I
that
was like looking for school shooter Tennessee. Like I'm getting
multiple.
hits that aren't.
The right one.
Let me
Yeah,
let-
look for the black one.
well, there's no okay. It says Candace. Where's the link to the fucking manifesto though? Like they're referencing it.
Oh, you know, it's one of those ones they'll take down
Oh,
as quick as they can.
and Candio is calling the manifesto an obvious troll.
Hmm.
Mm,
Because it makes them look bad.
mm,
Because it makes them look bad.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh shit. The manifesto titled Ooh. Ooh.
Say it with your chest.
I'm not saying it. So,
Oh,
you know what?
oh, I just came upon a screenshot. And
Say something similar to it, but not exactly the thing, so we
The
get
Neighbor Cell Manifesto. What the fuck is this thing?
well, first,
Jesus.
well, I'll tell you what it's not. First of all, is very smart.
What do you mean?
not
It's
very
51
smart.
pages. He's already written more than an average American reads
Yeah,
in
but
4
he
years.
already misspelled his ideology.
It doesn't matter. He's already written more than an average American reads possibly in 10 years. The
But
average
it's the
American
Dude, but
doesn't
what
read
part
above
of-
a 5th grade level.
It's
Kid
the
wrote 51
No
pages.
Cell Manifesto spelled CELL. Incel only has one L.
Yeah, but
So he already done fucked up.
What part of any of this makes you think any of this is smart?
I'm going in with an open mind.
come on, Solomon.
Oh, no. This is not what this is. This is you embracing the rot. This is just you getting a mouthful of just garbage. Garbage
I was
water.
born fucking the hellhole of LA. Dude, if I was born fucking any hole, like I would consider myself blessed. Lived there for a couple years, like a couple of years, but I won't very in depth into that. There's no verb.
Below a 5th grade reading level. The average American is reading below a 5th grade reading level. So if I'm telling you that the average is there, that means half of America is reading even at a lower level than that.
Slur
And there are your
redacted,
right-wingers.
touching filthy hands on me.
Oh, man. Okay.
Well, like you. Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Well, I'm reading it. What motivated you to commit these acts of violence? Misanthropy, but only for very specific groups and races. Then it's not misanthropy, racism. You dumb cunt.
Oh boy.
Amazing, isn't it? It's like a disaster piece, a work of art
It's like a
of just complete
written.
disastrous proportions.
It's like a written version of a fucking train wreck. It's tough
It's
to
like
look at.
diarrhea in prose.
Okay, like, and I said earlier I was trying to keep an open mind, but I just got to the point of, did you intend to kill police officers or other enforcers of the state? No.
What? What do you mean?
You lost me, bro. And this is just complete gobbledygook. Although modern police officers exist to serve the quote unquote elite, okay. All right, bro. Yeah, sure. Many of them are of decent character, and it would make me very upset if I killed one. What? Clearly, you're
So you're
clearly
not
you're a
reading it.
brain donor.
You're not
You're a
reading
brain
it
donor.
correctly. So what that actually says is many of them are white, and I would feel bad about killing them.
Well, I guess that's the code, implied by decent character.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely a anti-black, like pretty much close to Nazi, like black kid. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it's like just self-hatred to the nth extreme.
It's completely incomprehensible. But I'm pretty sure there's a Yakubian in there somewhere. I think Jakub shows up. Koob. Which, by the way, based.
Yeah, and here's more evidence that the guy was a brain donor. Referring to Candy-O, each time she spoke, I was stunned by her insights. What?
Oh boy.
You'll be saying that a lot in this.
Okay. Well, this is the down and dirty stream where we talk about Nazis all night. America, I'm just going to call it here. Don't die, America. That's where we're leaving this one at, I think. Punch a Nazi, don't die.